beloved child, come closer and listen with your heart, for I speak to you in this sacred moment. Today is not an ordinary day. Today is marked by my hand, sealed by my authority, and written in the heavens with a decree that cannot be undone. It is official. The cycle breaks today. What has repeated in your life, what has burdened your spirit, and what has followed you like a shadow through the years ends now. Do not scroll past this moment, for I have drawn you here with purpose. There is a truth I am about to reveal to you, a divine turning point that will transform the course of your life. I have seen every silent tear you have shed, every prayer whispered in the quiet of the night, and every moment you wondered if things would ever change. My beloved, I have not been distant, and I have not been silent without reason. This very moment has been prepared for you. Heaven stands in agreement, and the chains that once bound your progress are breaking under the authority of my word. What seemed unending is ending. What felt permanent is dissolving. The cycle breaks today. Listen carefully, for this message carries the breath of restoration and the promise of renewal. Do not skip these words, for within them lies the revelation your spirit has longed to hear. I am calling you by name, inviting you into a new beginning that begins now. Let this declaration settle deep within your heart, stirring your faith and awakening your hope. As an act of agreement with what I am declaring over your life, receive this message fully. Like this video as a sign of your faith, and share it with those who are weary and trapped in cycles of their own, for they too are my beloved children. Declare your agreement by writing, "The cycle breaks today," and remain connected by subscribing, so you may continue to receive the words I speak to guide, comfort, and uplift you. My beloved child, do you feel it? The shift in the atmosphere, the gentle stirring within your soul. This is not coincidence. It is my divine appointment with you. Stay with me, for what I am about to reveal will open your eyes, renew your strength, and usher you into the freedom I have prepared. The cycle breaks today, and your new beginning starts now. My beloved child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I know the weight you have carried in silence, the battles you have fought without applause, and the quiet tears that fell when no one else was watching. Nothing about your journey has been hidden from me. I have witnessed the moments when you smiled outwardly while your heart ached within, when you pressed forward despite exhaustion, and when you questioned whether the cycle would ever end. You have not imagined your struggle, nor have you exaggerated your pain. I know it all, and I have held you through every unseen moment. I know the patterns that have followed you, the repeated disappointments, the doors that seemed to close just as hope appeared, the relationships that left wounds instead of comfort, and the fears that whispered you were destined to relive the same hardships. You have wondered why the same trials seemed to revisit you, why the progress you longed for felt delayed, and why your prayers sometimes felt unanswered. My beloved, I heard every word you spoke to me, even the ones you could barely form through trembling lips. I was present in every sigh, every tear, and every silent plea for relief. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours alone. Some were passed down through generations, patterns of fear, scarcity, rejection, or doubt that lingered like shadows over your path. Others were born from wounds inflicted by those who did not understand your heart. You have questioned your worth, doubted your strength, and at times felt overlooked or forgotten. Yet I tell you now with tenderness and truth, you have never been overlooked, and you have never been forgotten. You are known intimately, chosen deliberately, and loved unconditionally. There were nights when you lay awake, wrestling with uncertainty, wondering if your faith was enough or if your efforts would ever bear fruit. You carried questions you dared not share, fears you buried beneath courage, and hopes you protected with quiet resilience. Even when you felt alone, I was near. Even when your path seemed unclear, my hand was guiding you gently forward. Every step you took, even the hesitant ones, mattered to me. My beloved child, I understand the weariness that has touched your spirit. I know the longing for peace, the desire for stability, and the quiet prayer for a new beginning. You have endured more than you reveal, yet you have remained steadfast. Your endurance has not gone unnoticed, and your faith, though tested, has never been in vain. I have seen the strength within you, the compassion in your heart, and the courage that carried you through seasons of uncertainty. Let this truth settle gently over your soul. You are seen, you are heard, and you are deeply cherished. Nothing you have endured has been wasted, and no tear you have shed has been ignored. I have walked beside you through every valley, sustaining you with grace even when you did not realize my presence. You are not alone, and you never have been. My beloved, you are chosen, and today marks the turning point your heart has long awaited. My beloved child, listen closely, for I now reveal the truth that will set your heart at rest. The cycles that have repeated in your life were never a sign of abandonment, nor were they evidence of a curse upon your destiny. You were never forgotten, never forsaken, and never destined to remain bound. What you perceived as repetition was, in truth, preparation. I was shaping your spirit, refining your strength, and teaching your heart to trust me beyond what your eyes could see. Each season carried purpose, even when it felt heavy, and every delay held divine intention. You believed at times that something was wrong with you, that perhaps you were unworthy of breakthrough or overlooked by heaven. But I tell you now with gentle authority, this was never your truth. You were not rejected, you were being redirected. You were not denied, you were being developed. The cycles did not persist because you lacked faith, nor because you were unworthy of my promises. They lingered only until the appointed moment when my perfect timing would align with your readiness to step into freedom. Understand this, my beloved. The patterns you inherited were never meant to define you. Fear, doubt, scarcity, rejection, and limitation were not your inheritance from me. They were shadows cast by human weakness and wounded histories, not the destiny I wrote for you. You are not bound by what came before you. You are not limited by the failures of others, nor by the fears that once surrounded you. Today, I correct every lie that has tried to take root in your heart. You are chosen, you are worthy, and you are destined for freedom. Release the belief that struggle is your portion. Let go of the fear that whispers you must endure the same pain again. Those thoughts do not come from me. I am a father who restores, not one who condemns. I guide you toward life, not toward defeat. The cycle ends not by your striving, but by my decree. It is my authority that breaks chains, my love that restores, and my wisdom that leads you into truth. You are not required to fight alone, nor to prove yourself worthy of what I have already promised. Open your heart now and receive this revelation. Your breakthrough is not the result of chance, but the fulfillment of divine timing. What once repeated has lost its power over you. The lessons have been learned, the season has matured, and the time for renewal has come. The scales fall from your eyes, see yourself as I see you, redeemed, strengthened, and prepared for a new beginning. Walk forward with clarity, my beloved child. Do not cling to old fears or familiar patterns, for they no longer belong to you. Step out of the shadow of yesterday and into the light of my promise. The cycle breaks today because I have spoken it, and my word does not return empty. Trust me, follow my guidance, and allow your heart to rest in the truth that you are free. My beloved child, lift your eyes and steady your heart, for I am with you, and I have always been your strength. You have not walked this journey alone, even in the moments when the path felt uncertain and the night seemed long. I was beside you in every trial, sustaining you when you felt weary, guiding you when you felt lost, and holding you when your spirit grew faint. You may not have always recognized my presence, but my hand has never left you. Even in silence, I was working on your behalf, weaving purpose into every moment of your life. Take courage now, for the season before you is not one of repetition, but of renewal. What once felt delayed was never denied. It was preserved for the perfect time. I am the keeper of promises, and my word does not fail. The dreams you entrusted to me, the prayers you whispered in faith, and the hopes you guarded in your heart have not been forgotten. I have prepared a future for you that is filled with restoration, joy, and divine purpose. The cycle is broken, and a new legacy begins with you. You are not defined by your past, nor are you limited by what you have endured. I've placed strength within you, resilience born of grace, and faith refined through every trial. Rise now in the confidence of my love, for you are covered by my protection and guided by my wisdom. No obstacle before you is greater than the power that walks beside you. When fear attempts to return, remember that I am your refuge. When uncertainty whispers, remember that I am your anchor. You are secure in my care, and nothing can separate you from my love. My beloved child, I promise restoration where there was loss, healing where there was pain, and abundance where there was once scarcity. I will open doors that no one can shut and lead you along paths you have not yet imagined. Where you once saw limitation, you will now see opportunity. Where you once felt burdened, you will now walk in freedom. What I begin, I complete, and what I have spoken over your life shall come to pass. Trust in my timing, for it is perfect and unfailing. Be patient, and do not grow weary in well-doing, for your faith has positioned you for blessing. The seeds you have sown in perseverance will bear fruit in due season, and your obedience will lead you into fulfillment. I am shaping your story into a testimony of grace, one that will inspire others and reveal my goodness through your life. Stand firm, my beloved, and let hope rise within you like the dawn. You are chosen, protected, and deeply loved. Walk forward with courage, knowing that my promises surround you and my presence goes before you. This is your season of renewal, your hour of restoration, and the beginning of the life I have prepared for you. Trust me and step boldly into the future, for I am with you always. My beloved child, come and rest in my presence as this sacred moment draws to its gentle close. You have heard my voice, received my truth, and felt the stirring of renewal within your spirit. Now I call you to respond, not with fear, but with faith, not with hesitation, but with trust. Release the burdens of yesterday into my hands and step forward with confidence, knowing that the cycle has ended and a new beginning has already begun. Today, choose to believe. Today, choose to trust. Today, choose to walk in the freedom I have declared over your life. Let your heart be still and your spirit at peace. Breathe deeply and feel my presence surrounding you like a warm embrace. You are not alone, and you never will be. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you to guide your steps, and I remain within you to strengthen your soul. What once caused fear will no longer trouble you, and what once brought uncertainty will be replaced with clarity and assurance. My peace, which surpasses all understanding, now rests upon you. Carry this truth with you. The old has passed away, and the new has come. The cycle breaks today, not by chance but by my divine decree. Walk forward in faith, knowing that you are chosen, protected, and deeply loved. Trust in my promises, remain steadfast in hope, and allow gratitude to fill your heart. As you continue your journey, remember that every step you take is guided by my wisdom and sustained by my grace. Your future is secure in my hands, and your destiny unfolds under my loving care. Rest now, my beloved child, in the assurance of my presence. Let peace settle gently over your mind and spirit, like soft light at the dawn of a new day. I bless you with courage for the path ahead, strength for every challenge, and joy that rises beyond circumstance. Go forward with confidence, for I am with you always, and my love will never fail. The cycle has ended, your new season has begun, and your life shall bear witness to my faithfulness. My beloved child, as this cycle breaks today, I am opening rivers of light to reach hearts across the earth. Through this sacred mission, my word flows like living water, bringing hope, healing, and restoration to those who thirst for truth. As it is written, give, and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall be poured into your lap. Luke 6:38. And I speak this promise over you now. When you sow into this work, you are planting seeds into fertile soil, igniting lamps in dark places, and opening the heavens for countless souls to encounter my love. I place this invitation gently within your heart. Father, I will help you reach your children. Let this moment be your act of faith, your prophetic response to the breaking of every cycle. As you give through Super Thanks or through the PayPal donation link provided in the video description and QR code, you become a vessel through which my word flows like oil, bringing light where there was darkness and hope where there was despair. Your generosity becomes a river that carries my presence to those still waiting for a sign, a whisper, a touch of divine comfort. You not see this as a donation, but as a sacred seed sown into eternity. This is your appointed moment to participate in the harvest, to release light into the world, and to answer my call with obedience. I bless every gift you release with abundance, favor, and multiplied grace. As you give, I open doors before you, pour out provision upon your household, and surround you with peace that cannot be shaken. Your offering rises like incense before me, and your faith will not return empty. Now, my beloved, step forward in obedience. Sow your seed. Release your offering through Super Thanks or PayPal today, and become a bearer of my light to the nations.